Welcome to North of the Broad. I'm your host, Karen Wyman, coming to you from Vaden of Beaufort. We have a great show lined up today, so stay tuned for more North of the Broad. Welcome to North of the Broad. I'm your host, Karen Wyman, coming to you from Vaden of Beaufort. I'm joined this afternoon by Shane Galt, General Manager here at Vaden. Hey, Shane.
Welcome.
So you have a lot going on here at Vaden. I know you guys got some recent awards, so tell us about that.
Well, we just recently were ranked the #3 Buick dealer, the #2 GMC dealer, and the #3 Chevy dealer in the state. And they rank that towards registrations. You know, how well, General Motors gives you a goal on what you should sell in your area, and then they rank you on it. And so it's awesome. Our customers are they're blessing us. You know, people come in being a part of our family. We really feel honored.
Well, I know that, last time we were here, we had the privilege of interviewing your service manager, and she certainly made us aware and all of our viewers about, the great service that you offer to people who purchase vehicles here at Vaden, and how it's really that family environment and wanting people to obviously purchase GMC, Chevy, or Buick vehicles, but also know that the level of service you offer is outstanding.
Well, I had a customer call me up on Friday and say, we didn't buy our car from you, but we're in Savannah, and we want to establish a relationship. And I said, well, what would you like to do? And he said, well, we need someone to pick up our commercial vehicles. It was a 3/4 ton truck, bring it to your facility, change the oil, do all the service work, leave us a vehicle to drive, a 3/4 ton truck, and then deliver it back to us when you're done. He said, I called dealerships in Savannah, no one would do it. He said, so I'm asking you, would you do it? And I said, no problem. We went the next day. I took a 3/4 ton truck, dropped it off, picked his vehicle up, changed his oil, did all of his services. He paid for the service, but he didn't pay for the driver. He didn't pay for the truck, because we believe in paying it forward. We realize that if we give you wonderful service, of course you're going to buy your next vehicle from me.
Absolutely. And just the word of mouth saying, what a wonderful service you all did, how you supported them and helped them out, goes a long way.
It does. I mean, they do a lot of business with Gulfstream. So, I mean, that's a very large company. Of course, we want to get our feet in the door, but it's more or less taking care of the customer, because, our founder, Mr. Vaden, he always said, I don't sign your paycheck, the customer does.
Absolutely.
And I think that, with all these corporate takeovers that go on in America, sometimes maybe we lose the sight of the customer. And I think that's one thing, and we'll talk about, people talk about Amazon Prime, but I think that the reason that Amazon has grown is because they focus on the customer. They really do. I mean, it's next day service.
It is next day service. And, and they've got the kids already hooked. My 13 and 15-year-old mom, you can get that at Amazon. It will show up tomorrow or the next day.
Yeah, it's all about service. And you go in a lot of these big box stores, and you'll see that the customer, you can't find help. And so I think it's getting back to making sure that the customer understands that their needs are met, they're important, and that they get the level of service, because if you give them great service, why else would they go anywhere else?
That's right. And we know before we started talking that it's only summertime here. It still is summer in my mind, but you're already gearing up for what's going to happen as you approach the end of the year here in Vaden. 2016 will come to a close before we know it, and we'll be looking at 2017. So tell me what's going on here, and if there's people out there interested in taking advantages of some of that end of the year savings.
We don't really have a lot of 16s left. We probably have 50% less than what we did last year. The factory is really doing a lot to try to move those out. So we're having our model year end clearance that's going to go on for September and October, just to move out all those 16s. But I already have 17s that are hitting the ground. I've got the brand new 17 GMC Acadia that's out already, and I have the brand new 2017 Buick LaCrosse, which they've totally revamped this entire car from tires up, and it's phenomenal. It's a bigger car, a flagship luxury car. We're about to have 17 of those here at the dealership next week. So it's going to be, it's amazing. We can't wait.
Sounds like you have a lot going on here at Vaden.
We do. I tell you, watching Beaufort grow and watching our dealership grow is just awesome. It really is, to see the community and being a part of it and watching our store grow. We feel very blessed for our customers and for our staff.
Right, and as soon as all this wonderful work is done here out on Boundary Street in Robert Smalls, this intersection is all done, it'll be even easier for everyone to come and get to Vaden.
Better believe it.
That's right. Thank you so much, Shane. We appreciate your time this afternoon and your lovely location. We'll be right back with our next guest on North of the Broad.